Numbers 1 and 2 on the review are dealing with inverse variation. Remember, anytime it says that anything varies inversely, you need to think of this equation, y equals a over x. That's the letter A. It always kind of looks like a 9 when I read it. And then they're going to, on this one, they're giving you an x and a y value, and you're required to figure out what a is and then write the equation. So our final answer is going to look like this, but we need to know what a is as a number. So I'm going to replace the y with -6 equal to a over x was -4. So to solve for a, we need to multiply both sides by -4. So -4 times -6 is 24, and that's the a value. Now people will get here and they'll get excited about having the a value, and they'll box it and they'll think that they're done. But you need to write it as an equation or you will lose probably about half of the points. So you would put 24 over x, so y equals 24 over x is going to be the answer for number 1. And they didn't ask you to then find a value if x was, some other number, and they do that a lot on the homework. But here they just wanted the equation. And number 2, they're trying to give you a real-world scenario involving inverse variation. Notice it says varies inversely. It says the price per person of renting a bus varies inversely with the number of people renting the bus. So the price, that's like the cost. So the cost equals a over x, which in this case is the number of people. So here we have our cost, $20, equals some number we don't know yet, over 27 people. So again, like the previous problem, we need to multiply by 27 to figure out what a is going to be. So I'm multiplying by 27 here. 20 times 27 is 540. So a is 540. So now I'm going to write my equation. My cost is 540 divided by the number of people. I'm going to put P for people. Then they're saying an additional part to this. They want to know how much will it cost per person if 95 people rent the bus. So we want to know the cost, C, if 540 over 95 people. So 540 divided by 95 is $5.68. So the cost, $5.68 per person. And of course, I should be writing a sentence for my variables. C equals the cost per person. P is the number of people. And then I should write my answer as a sentence as well for any of these word problem situations. The third question here is kind of out of place for this particular chapter. Let me move it, sort of cut off the end there. It's saying you own your own t-shirt business. The cost of making the designs and buying the shirts is $100. In addition to these one-time charges, the unit cost of printing each shirt is $3.50 to put the print onto the fabric. So it says let X be the number of t-shirts that your business has printed. So you're going to have to say $3.50 are printed on each one. So 350 times X. Write a model that represents the average cost per shirt. Now don't forget, this was just to print on the shirts. You also paid an additional $100 for buying the materials and making the design. So if we want the average cost per t-shirt, means that we're going to need to divide this amount by the number of shirts. So remember that X is the number of shirts printed. So we take this amount divided by the number printed, and this will be the cost per shirt, per t-shirt that you have completed. So this is the expression, the model that we need for this problem.